Hola! Here we are today again back up in the Alhambra. Today was the first day that they opened, so they actually had an opening ceremony earlier this morning. It's about 6:30 in the evening right now, so it's very quiet up here. I think we've only seen about 6 or 7 people walking around up here in the area of the Alhambra, but you do see people walking in with their tickets, and you can walk into the Palace of Charles V, and you can have this beautiful view up here. Has been closed completely. You haven't been able to walk up to this area for the last few months, so it's nice to come up here and be able to see the view. You can see behind me the Albaicin neighborhood and also Sacromonte, the cave neighborhood in Granada. So you have a perfect view right here of the Albaicin neighborhood, the old Moorish Quarter in Granada. It was inhabited also by Iberians, and there was some Roman settlement as well in that area. But when we talk about the Albaicin, we talk about it during the Moorish time in Spain. Next to the Albaicin neighborhood, we have the Sacromonte, which is one of the couple cave neighborhoods that we have in Granada. It's been inhabited since about the 16th century, or right after the Moors and the Jews were expulsed from Spain. And there's still many people that live in the cave homes in that area. I actually lived in one of those homes for a couple years. It has a perfect temperature, about 60 degrees year round, and they have beautiful views, you can imagine, from the other side of the Alhambra Palace and the summer palaces as well. So we just stepped into the Palace of Charles V just for a moment, so you can see this beautiful palace that was built actually after the city of Granada was reconquered by the Catholic monarchs Isabel and Fernando. So this is the basically only Christian part, except for the church that we'll be able to see in a moment, that we have up here in the Alhambra Palace. This Palace of Charles V is actually used every year during the International Festival of Music and Dance in Granada because it has perfect acoustics. You can see here now the outside of the Palace of Charles V. And then just beyond the Palace of Charles V, we have the Church of Santa Maria de la Alhambra, which was actually constructed on top of what was the main or royal mosque up here in the Alhambra. So as we continue walking a bit towards what is the entrance to the gardens and the summer palace, passing the Church of Santa Maria de la Alhambra, we also have here the Arabic baths. They're called the Baños de la Mezquita since they were built here directly next to the mosque. So up in the area of the Alhambra, we have a few different hotels, but right in this area in between the palaces and the summer palaces, we have the Hotel America, which is a small little hotel which has a beautiful Andalusian patio on the inside. It's actually still closed. And then we also have one of the paradores from our national parador system in Spain. There are different hotels, very nice high-class hotels, most of them built into what used to be historical monuments. So they will be opening just at the end of the month as well. So here we have the entrance to the Parador San Francisco, which is the Parador that's located right up here in the Alhambra. There's also a beautiful restaurant and cafeteria right next to it that's basically built into the gardens of the Alhambra. So even if you don't visit the palaces, you can come up here and enjoy a coffee or a glass of wine. So I hope you enjoyed this mini visit to the Alhambra. Further along, we'll do an actual guided visit inside the palace and the gardens as well. But it's just exciting to come up and see it after it just first opened. You know, it's a sign that tourism is coming back to Granada and to Spain and to Europe and the world eventually. So it was a nice celebration to enjoy. So I hope you continue to follow me. I'll be taking you through the neighborhoods that I showed to you earlier, also through the Realejo, which is the old Jewish quarter as well in Granada. And then we'll continue on visiting different towns and cities, Costa Granada in Andalusia and the rest of Spain and Portugal as well. So thanks for joining.